Good morning and welcome to another Artist Alley vlog. I'm Ashley from the Life Spirit Design Studio, and today we are heading up to Stockton for StocktonCon. This is one that we've been doing, I think, probably since the first year I've been doing conventions, and it's one of our favorites. It's an easy drive up north, just a couple hours. We only have to stay one night, so it's less expensive, and it's always a great turnout, so we're really excited. Just packing up the car. We packed a lunch this time, so I'm really excited about that too. Just making my coffee, and then we're gonna hit the road. We learned from Stickerfest, Wi-Fi. And with time to spare, we are all set up. Booth AA68. We've got all of the new goodies. We've got periwinkle blind bags. My business cards are front and center for once. Got boys, and not only are we set up in the front, I got everything set up in the back so that it's accessible. There's not much reaching under the table, but in typical StocktonCon fashion, it is very tight quarters. At least the seats flip up so I can stand if I want to. Not that kind of channel. What is it?
Changing the card.
It's dead. Ryan got a skirt burger. It's a skirt of cheese. Good morning. It is day 2, and I didn't really vlog a lot yesterday. Again, as you can see. And it wasn't because, like last time, we were having a lot of technical issues. I did mention that we bought a Wi-Fi unit so that we'd never have to worry about that again. Still getting that figured out though. But the crowds are just not there this time. And we've been doing this con for several years now. The last 2 years, it has been in August. And like, I'm making maybe half of what I usually do. Like, the earnings yesterday. If you join my Patreon for $5 or more, you'll be able to see all of the dollar amounts that I make at all of my cons, including this one. And I'll talk more about that at the end of the video, but the amount that I made on Saturday was so little, and it was very disappointing. So I don't know what to expect today. The number that I had in mind, I've had to reduce that, and then after yesterday, I've had to reduce my expectations even more. So we're in the green, but it's just kind of disappointing, and I was hoping to have a decent show so that it wasn't gonna hurt so bad when I made a bunch of inventory to have for Midsummer Scream at the end of the month. So let's see where today takes us. I'm also super bummed because I did pack our lunches and we ate them yesterday. And then when we got to the room yesterday, I had already packed other sandwiches for today's lunches. And I realized this morning that I forgot to put them in the fridge. So we're buying lunch today. Good morning for day 2. So we have one last sticker almanac. Sold the last of the stickers for a rainy day and the passport sticker books. I've already ordered more, so hopefully they'll be here in time for season screamings. I haven't sold a single tote bag yet this weekend. And there's one more Happy Spirit pin, Forever. That's the last one. So hopefully today is a lot better. It's already started off kind of weird. Doors are just about to open, but can't wait to see you guys. Also, huge shout out to Melissa who came by to cheer us up. She drew a Farfetch for Ryan and she drew Periwinkle with a Periwinkle crayon. So cute. Thank you, friend. Yesterday was also so slow and boring that last night I went to Target and bought some pens and a sketchbook, and I hope I don't have to use them today, but at least I will have something to do if I have to. To the Eddie Munson cosplayer who bought and is wearing around a Periwinkle shoulder buddy, you made my whole weekend. Thank you. Final 10 minutes. Time to go home. 5:15 and we're already broken down. Thanks, StocktonCon. Let's go home. See the babies. All right, we are back in the studio, and like I continuously mentioned throughout the vlog, it was a really slow show. The last 2 years we did this show, it was much busier. I made several $100s more than what I walked away with at this show. Granted, I was still in the green. I still profited. It wasn't like last year when I was consistently doing like breaking even shows, but I'll get more into that in a moment. Here's the pie chart. It's a pretty standard pie chart. And like, we were able to keep our costs down pretty nicely this time. So if we had stayed where we normally stay by the Bass Pro Shop, that would have been a lot more. And we didn't go to a fancy dinner, though the bar dinner was still kind of expensive, but we did pretty good all around. And I mean, there's really not much else to say. So every year that we do this show, I always say that next year I'm going to go into the vendor hall, because the artist alley is such cramped quarters and we're all the way in the back of the venue. People sometimes don't even make it all the way to the artist alley because they've gone through the vendor hall first. And I'm definitely outgrowing a 6-foot table. Like, I can continue to make it work, but it's really complicated. So I was looking at the applications, what it costs to be in the vendor hall, and I was kind of comparing it to what it would cost to do 2 artist alley tables. And for being in the front of the venue and having more space, I think next year I'm actually going to go into the vendor hall. So we'll see if I stick to that or not. Otherwise, you know, it's always great to see people. I got to see several people who I see every year. I got to see somebody who I saw at WonderCon the last 2 years, and they were really awesome. And of course, I keep making artist alley friends, so it's great to be like around some of my other mutuals. But yeah, it was an okay show. I'm still a little disappointed because I did, like I mentioned, put a bunch of stuff into production for Midsummer Scream in a couple of weeks, so that hurt a little more than I was hoping it would. But Midsummer Scream is 2 weeks away, and that's in Long Beach if you are in the area or interested in going to a horror convention. I've never done this show before, but it's the main show from Season Screamings that we did last December. And I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna have a big space and gonna be prepping for that over the next couple of weeks. And subsequently, I will be launching my Halloween shop update in August, because I will already have all of my stuff done in preparation for this show. So be sure to look out for that too. So like I mentioned before, be sure to join my Patreon for $5 or more to get access to all the dollar amounts that you want to see of this pie chart. So it's not just percentages. I've done this for every convention I've vlogged in the past, so you'll have access to all of those. And I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!